Hey lovely people of YouTube, today we are talking about why women have so much trouble to have a squirting orgasm. Stay tuned for this great interesting video. Alright, we're talking about a very serious problem. I get a lot of comments on why my woman or my girlfriend cannot have a squirting orgasm or why she cannot ejaculate. Now, this is a problem that's very common, and many women actually think there's something wrong with them, that they cannot do it, and that there's women that can do it, and there's women that cannot do it. And that's a big misbelief, that's a big mistake. Every single woman in the world has the same organs, the same sexual organs as any other woman in the world, unless she has some health problems. But any healthy woman is able to ejaculate and have a squirting orgasm. All of them, every single woman. Of course, every single woman is different at the same time, and some women are more sensitive, some women have more ease to have orgasms than others, but that's a different issue. That doesn't mean that she cannot have that type of orgasm. So let me tell you what are the three main problems why a woman cannot squirt or ejaculate. So the first problem is a technical problem, okay? There may be a problem in the technique you're using to stimulate the G-spot in order to have a squirting orgasm. Now, there's two ways of doing it. There's women who actually try to do it on themselves. If using a sex toy or anything, you can actually try to do it on your own. Or if it's your couple trying to do it for you, he may not be doing it correctly, he may not be hitting the spot correctly or doing the right technique, the right motion. So this could be the first problem. If this is a problem, I'll put a video here on how to do it correctly. There's a link here on how to stimulate the G-spot correctly. But that might be the problem. The problem might be that it's a technical problem. It's a problem that you're not doing it correctly. And that is easy to solve because it's just a matter of changing your techniques and experimenting with new ways of trying to do it. So one thing that I recommend here, if you're a girl and you wanna actually find the right technique or find the right way, you can actually get a toy and do it on your own and try to see how it works when you do it on your own. So you can tell your partner, if you want to do it with your partner, how he can actually do it and help you have that type of orgasm. So the second problem that a woman may have in order to have a G-spot orgasm or a squirting orgasm, it's her sensitivity, all right? Because all women have a G-spot, all right? And like every woman has a clitoris or has a vagina, they have a G-spot. Now, not all women are as sensitive as others, all right? Not all women have the same sensitivity, for example, in the clitoris. Some women they're very sensitive in the clitoris, and some women are not, and the same with the vagina, and the same with the G-spot. Some women may need a lot of time of stimulation to get that sensation, to get to a point where they can have a G-spot orgasm, a squirting orgasm, and some others may take only 2 minutes. So this is an issue of each woman. Each woman is different. Each woman has a different sensitivity. Like there's women who cannot be touching the nipples because it's too sensitive. Some women don't even feel anything. So it's a problem, it's an individual problem. Now, this is not a problem really, it's just a matter that you will need more time to stimulate the G-spot in order to have that type of orgasm. It's the only thing that you have to do, but there's nothing wrong with you. There's nothing wrong if it takes more time. It's you, it's your sensitivity, is your individual thing. So don't get things in your head, I cannot do it, you can do it. Any person can do anything. So it's a matter of finding your way because everyone has their own way. Now, if you are not very sensitive in your G-spot, things to make it more sensitive or how to speed up the process is just doing it a lot of times. Actually, again, like I said before, I recommend that woman, if you're not very sensitive, explore yourself. Do it on your own first, and then you can tell your partner how to do it because that's a good way to actually experience it. And when you do it on your own, you know what you're doing, you know what you're feeling. Sometimes telling the other person, hey, do it that way or this way may be a bit more difficult and may cut things. So it's better to explore yourself and see how you can actually do it on your own and then explain it to the other person, and maybe you can speed up that the process of getting to a point where you can have a G-spot squirting orgasm. All right. So that's the second point. All right, and the third thing I want to talk about is a bit more tricky. It's the mental block. It could be a mental block, and this is a bit more difficult issue to address because mental things are not so easy to solve. All right, and when I mean mental, I don't mean that you're crazy or something like that. It's just that maybe there's something that's blocking you. All right, it's something that's blocking for you to release that sensation and actually try to experience that sensation of ejaculation. All right, and mental blocks can come by different ways. Maybe it can come through a traumatic experience for whatever reason, something that happened when you were younger or older or whatever, and there's some trauma there, and that needs some healing. Okay, and for that, I recommend to go to a specialist that can help you out with this, because sometimes women, if they have a traumatic experience, they might not be willing to be touched there, or they have a problem with that and they get blocked. All right, and that's a more serious problem. So I recommend to go to a specialist, a sexologist, that can help you out with that. All right. The other thing that actually can make you block mentally would be the shame. All right. And the shame, what I mean by the shame is that when a woman ejaculates, she will make everything wet. All right. She will have the sensation that she's going to pee on herself, because when you stimulate and you stimulate the G-spot, skin glands will start to segregate the ejaculation fluid, and she will ejaculate through the urethra. What happens when you ejaculate through the urethra is that she's going to have the sensation she's going to pee, and she might not be willing to do that because she's going to fear actually doing that. That's the third point. Fear can actually block you as well. So she's going to fear, she's going to feel shame if she ejaculates in front of someone because she thinks she's going to pee. Now, you are not going to pee. It's not pee what comes out of the urethra, it's your ejaculation fluid, all right? And it has nothing to do with pee. Comes through the same way, but it's not pee. So don't feel ashamed, because your boyfriend will love to see you do it. Actually, he's going to feel he's going to feel great when he sees you ejaculate, and you're going to experience something incredible. So when you have that sensation of going to pee, make sure you relax and let it go, because many women, what they do is they block it, they close it, and they bring it back, and they don't ejaculate. They actually, the ejaculate fluid will come back through back to the bladder, and then they will pee it normally, like it's pee. But if you want to experience ejaculation where everything comes out fast and really with contractions, it's a great experience. So fear, shame, and of course traumatic experiences can create mental blocks. All right, maybe also religion or something to do with the maybe you believe that something bad about this type of experiences and so on. I don't know, every person is different, but I recommend you to understand that anything that you feel with your body, any pleasure that you feel with your body, it's meant to be there, and it's meant to be felt, and there's nothing wrong with it. Everything is good. As long as you want to do it, everything is good. There's no rules in sex. There's nothing in sex that cannot be done if you want to do it. All right, everything is okay as long as you don't hurt anybody, and as long as you do it for your own pleasure or for someone else's pleasure. So that's all I wanted to tell you. I had so many comments regarding this issue, why my wife cannot do it, why my wife cannot experience this type of sensation. These are some of the problems that might be not helping you to do and experience this type of orgasm. Now, there's a great program that I recommend to anybody that has this type of problems, and it's called the Female Liquid Orgasm. I'll leave a link down here in the description. If you go down a little bit below, I'll leave a link there. You can get it there. It's great. If you really want to experience and you're having really trouble, it's a great program to actually solve it, because they will teach you great techniques, and actually they will help you with the mental issues and the mental blocks that you might have to experience this type of orgasm. She's a great expert on only female ejaculation orgasms. All right. Okay, that's all for this video. Thank you for watching. Again, subscribe to my channel if you have never done that before. Receive videos like this every single week. I'll leave a link here for a great sex course and my web and my blog where you can read more about it. And thank you for watching. 2 thumbs up if you like this video. Bye bye.